Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Filipina Adventures. Today I want to talk about, I have many people ask me about age gap. And if there's an age gap with your Filipina, does it work? And you know, a lot of cases I know it does, and in some cases I'm sure it doesn't. Now these are my opinions. I am no expert. I am no marriage counselor. I am no expert. But what does matter, I'm turning around here trying to get better light. That's okay. Here in the Philippines, you see I have my notes. I came out here because I just wanted to have just a different environment out here and kind of let you guys see. It's actually, the temperature's wonderful here. Man, it was cold this morning here in town, and it was probably, I'd say, in the 60s here. And it was actually kind of chilly. But does relationships work like that? Well, a lot of times too, depends on the gap, you know. Is she, I've had people ask me, and the reason I'm doing this video is I've had people ask me, this particular guy, he's 68 and she's 25. So you can see there's considerable age gap. So will it work? Well, I don't know. It depends a lot of things. You got to ask the right questions as being the man in the relationship, and you're coming from a foreign country. Has she had any travel experience? Does she travel? Has she been overseas? Does she been on a plane? And the reason why I say those questions is because you want to find out what her experiences are. What has she done in her life? College degree? No college degree? She have a job? She don't have a job? And of course, those are just normal questions that you'll ask someone in the beginning of a relationship. And I know for me, I did that early on. I mean, the first 10 FaceTimes, I asked the questions, and she did me the same. You married? You're not married? You have any kids? You don't have any kids? And the same, you need to ask them questions. But this age gap comes up quite a bit. And I have some subscribers that ask me about it, and ask my opinion about it. My opinion is probably not worth anything, but will it work? Sure. You just have to make sure that you ask the right questions to her, and because you may find her music different, her more energy, is she Christian or not Christian, how she's raised, is she a province girl, city girl, mountain girl. So there's a lot of things like that. City girls are a little different. Sometimes they're just born and raised in the city and not really been out in the province. Some of their families are out in the province. I have some friends that a lady goes up to the mountain and she cannot stand it because she's Filipina and she does not like it in the mountain because she's never really been in a mountain. She's afraid. She's always been in a city, in a big city, like Cebu, and that's where she was from. It's one of Chicha's friends. But you know, you just have to ask questions and make sure you ask the right questions on to her, because you want to make sure that you guys are on the same page. Let's see, I was going to my notes. Yeah, and sadly, too, what you want to do too, you want to really ask her if she has, had kids in the past. And a lot of times too, as I've said this before in other videos, the key is ask the family. The key is ask her brothers and sisters, her mother and father, her aunts and uncles, and things like that, and you'll kind of get an idea on who she is and what she's about. Really, the best thing, I've always said this, is come here. Come here, meet her, talk to her, spend some time with her before you make any decisions of things and telling her you will marry her and this, that, and other. And really, that's really the smartest thing, is just come here, enjoy yourself, meet the family, meet everybody, talk to them. Now you'll find that a lot of time, and I've noticed this a lot, and it's really happened a lot. Like, I was the very first American in the family, but a lot have Korean, Chinese, Australian. I think in our family now there's me American, Australian, there's a Canadian, there's a Swedish, there's now going to be an Italian, all in our family. And of course, the latest one's Italian, He's going to be probably here next month or so and marry one of the Chicha's cousins. Or we'll see. We'll see if that happens. But they've been talking for about 2 years now. And we'll see. He's been here before. He's actually, got them passports and things like that to go back to Italy. But the thing is just really be honest. Ask the questions to your Filipina. Will age work? Gap? Sure, it can work. Is there problems? You're going to have some problems because of the gap in the age. You'll have more experience. You may want to not do things. She may want to do things. So you guys got to figure that out. What does she like to do? What does she doesn't like to do? Where does she want to live? Does she want to stay close to her family? Does she not want to stay close to her family? Does she want to will she travel to, if she lives in Cebu, will she live in Dumaguete? And most will not. So you want to ask all the questions like that. And I'm doing this video because I've had so many people ask me about age gap, and it's important to know your Filipina as much as possible. Sometimes you have to ask more questions than you ever thought you were going to ask. And sometimes it's not a bad thing to ask questions, the same question again. And Filipinos will do the same. And I would suggest that they do the same to the American or foreigner or whoever they're talking to. German, fiance or husband, ask the questions also. Because you want to really know who you're getting involved with. What is his past about? What did he do for jobs? Has he always done this? Has he always done that? And you want to find out everything, because Chicha asked me the same. What did you do for jobs? How long were you at the jobs? What did you? Were you a worker? Were you a manager? Were you a person that is a leader or follower? And all these questions, it's just common questions, common things. And of course, you're going to know that anyway, just asking the question. And of course, a lot of my people will say, "Tom, you're blabbering again." Thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe.